We have two eyes. Right here.
St. Vincent Sarah Fisher Center has been serving southeastern Michigan for almost 170 years. But in 2006, when the economy changed and when policies changed, we decided to reinvent ourselves and focus on the fact that we've always had education at our core. And so we created what we call the education experience. And they're personalized one-on-one tutoring programs for at-risk children, grades 1st through 3rd, and adults to help them get their GEDs, to help them secure their employment, provide a better foundation for their families.
We have two groups of volunteers from the Detroit Partnership this year. They come and we do orientation and training with them and explain to them exactly what they'll be doing with the kids. And what they do is they sit right next to the child. Sometimes they'll help them read. They'll teach them how to do a specific type of math problem.
That working one-on-one with someone and getting that support and the encouragement, especially from the partnership students, having another young person talk to them makes a huge difference. And where the child then feels good about themselves, because it's not just about education. It's also about self-esteem. It's about skill building. It's about socialization. And to have that sort of encouragement through the partnership has made a significant difference for the kids.
Yeah, it's really good.
Ariel, just pick a book. Get a book. And just the satisfaction of seeing the same students every week. And one week, this one child might not know what 9 times 9 is. And you tell them over again that one day. And 3 weeks later, you work with the same kid and the kid knows what 9 times 9 is now. And you just see the progress that they make throughout the semester, which is really great feeling because you know that you contributed towards that child's educational growth. Sun is very bright. Okay.
And what involvement do the parents and the families have in the program?
Parental participation is a critical role in this program because it's not just about the kids learning. It's about the parents encouraging them. It's about breaking a cycle of resistance to education by having the parents support them and sit down and encourage them, and re-engaging the parents, not just relying on the school systems to educate their children. So it's the whole dynamic.
What about the adult program then? I believe you do adult learning here as well.
Well, we work with, the high school equivalency is called the GED, okay? And one of the reasons that we provide this is because you need a GED in areas that you didn't need it before, just working in retail, working in trucking, manufacturing jobs, things like that. So you need it to get a job. But it's also about changing the dynamic of a family. It's important because when the parents are able to succeed, they're able to get employment because they have their high school diploma, then they can turn to their kids and say, this is why it's important you go to school every day. This is why it's important that you learn, that you apply yourself, because there's a real benefit from it. When you're dealing with a low-income area, their resources to get out of the neighborhood are limited. And this is something that really means a lot to these kids. I mean, we took the kids to Greenfield Village, which is a local historical area, and last summer, and some of the kids were crying because they didn't want to leave. They were so excited to be there. To see them embrace it. We had another young man, we took him to the Detroit Institute of Arts, and he saw a suit of armor, and he was so intrigued by it, he spent the rest of the summer drawing knights.
Right.
Oh, God.
You never know what's going to touch a child.
Yeah.
We're very fortunate because the students that come here want to be here.
Yeah.
And
We
the
don't-
parents want them.
And the parents want them to be here. The adults want to be here because they recognize the value of it. When they have their first small success, when they do well on a test, when they get a question that always bothers them, when they can suddenly do multiplication, when a child can suddenly read a sentence, and you see the epiphany that they have, you see the light turn on, then they're that much more motivated.
Yeah.
And then they want to see it to completion. And this isn't just about, like for the adults, for the children, it's not just about getting to a milestone. It's about incorporating a lifelong learning and embracing a lifelong learning process. It's about understanding that education never stops.
The biggest thing from that centre was that they were really instilling that education is important. The whole commitment of the family and bringing the family together, I think, was really the positive message that came from that centre. The whole concepts of the On the Road to School programme. It's not just about the 6 missions, it's not just those 6 areas. It's about encouraging the whole culture of the organisation across the world to get more involved in their local communities.